Now, in chapter number 2, solution, we will discuss here concept of solubility. The solubility is related with respect to physical states of solute particle. Solubility is related with respect to physical states of, we can say that, solute particle. Clear? The solubility of substance is maximum amount that can be dissolved in specified amount of solvent. Clear? What is solubility? The solubility of a substance and its maximum amount that can be dissolved in a specified amount of solvent. It depends upon the nature of solute and solvent, as well as temperature and pressure. The solubility of substance means its maximum amount that can be dissolved in a specified amount of solvent. It depends upon nature of solute and solvent as well as temperature and pressure. Let us consider the effect of these factors in solution of solid or gas in a liquid. Clear? So now we will discuss here dissolution of solid as well as gas. Inside we can see that here means liquid. So now solubility of solid in liquid. Solubility of solid in liquid. So every solid does not dissolve in a given liquid. Every solid does not dissolve in given liquid, while NaCl and sugar dissolve easily in water. While NaCl, sugar dissolve easily in water, naphthalene and anthracene do not. Naphthalene as well as we can say that anthracene will be not soluble inside water. देखो NaCl है तो NaCl is again means soluble inside water, NaCl as well as sugar, but naphthalene, तो naphthalene का मतलब होता है these two ring, this is naphthalene and then after we can say that anthracene. Naphthalene, this one is again, this is naphthalene and this one is anthracene. So one we can say that naphthalene and anthracene. So see, NaCl and sugar dissolve with water, but naphthalene and anthracene do not. On the other hand, naphthalene and anthracene, this one, dissolve readily in benzene. Benzene का मतलब क्या होता है? This one. This is benzene. Clear? But NaCl and sugar do not. मतलब NaCl and sugar is not soluble inside benzene, but naphthalene and anthracene will be soluble inside, we can say, benzene. Clear हुआ कि नहीं? It is observed that polar solvent dissolve in polar. For solubility point of view, we can say that polar like polar solvent and non-polar like non-polar solvent. You have to remember this line. It is most important to identify solubility of any compound. Solubility of any compound. In general, a solute dissolve in a solvent if the intermolecular interaction are similar in the two, or we may say like dissolve like dissolver. Clear? So for solubility point of view, we can say that for solubility point of view, we can say that solubility point of view, in case of solubility, so we can say that polar like polar solvent and non-polar like non-polar solvent. Polar like polar and non-polar like non-polar. Plus minus. And here we can say plus plus minus minus or minus minus plus plus. मतलब if any material will be soluble inside water, then this will be parameter. Polar, polar, non-polar, non-polar. Clear? So when a solid, if your solute is solid, is added to the solvent, some solute dissolve and its concentration increases in the solution. So this process is known as dissolution. So this is definition of dissolution. When a solid solute is added to the solvent, some solute dissolve and its concentration increases in solution. So this process is known as dissolution. Some solute particle in solution collide with the solid solute particle and get separated out. of solution. So this process is normally known as crystallization. So this is nothing but it is normally known as crystallization. So when a solid solute is added to the solvent, some solute dissolve and its concentration increases in solution. So this process is known as dissolution. Some solute particle in solution collide with the solid solute particle and get separated out of solution. So this is normally known as crystallization. So this one is nothing but it is normally known as crystallization. Here two important definition will come. One is dissolution and crystallization. Clear? A stage is reached. See, a stage is reached when the two processes occur at same rate. A stage is reached when the two processes occur at same rate. Under such condition, number of solute particle going into solution will be equal to the solute particle separating out a state of dynamic equilibrium. Here we can say the dynamic equilibrium is reached. Again I am repeating, a stage is reached when the two processes occur at the same rate. Under such condition, number of solute particle going into solution will be equal to the solute particle separating out and state of dynamic equilibrium is reached. There was solute plus solvent solution. Here in case of equilibrium, one is static equilibrium and second one is dynamic. So static equilibrium means depends upon state of the material and dynamic equilibrium means here process will never we can say stop. So that is dynamic equilibrium. Now at the stage, see, at the stage the concentration of solute in solution will remain constant under the given condition. At this stage, which one equilibrium, the concentration of solute in solution will remain constant under given condition, that is temperature and pressure. So similar process is followed when gases are dissolved in liquid solvent. So whenever we can say that gases are dissolved in liquid solvent, such a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at same temperature and pressure is known as saturated solution. Clear? Here third important definition will come. Here we can say that saturated solution. Again, at the stage the concentration of solute in solution will remain constant under the given condition, that is temperature and pressure. The similar process is followed when gases are dissolved in liquid solvent. Such a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at same temperature and pressure is known as saturated solution. Clear? So what is unsaturated? In case of unsaturated solution is one in which more solute can be dissolved at the same temperature. The solution which is in dynamic equilibrium, the solution which is in dynamic equilibrium with undissolved solute is the saturated solution and contain the maximum amount of solute dissolved in a given amount of solvent. So thus, the concentration of solute in such a solution is its solubility. Clear hua? So this is nothing but it is normally known as solubility. Earlier we have observed that solubility of one substance into another depends on nature of substance. So this is we can say that nature of substance. In addition to these variable, two other parameter, that is temperature and pressure, also control this phenomenon. In case of solubility, here nature of material will be important. Here we can say that nature of material will be important. So nature matlab endothermic as well as exothermic. And here again two important parameters are there, temperature as well as pressure. Clear? Now effect of temperature, the solubility of solid. देखो जब भी solid आएगा ना, तो see, so the solubility of solid in liquid is significantly affected by temperature change. Clear? So consider the equilibrium representation in equation 1. So this is equation 1. मतलब if you are interested to explain solubility of we can say that solid in liquid, then here temperature will play major role. And here one of the most important parameter will come, that is Le Chatelier principle, ionic equilibrium, 11th standard. So what is Le Chatelier principle? According to Le Chatelier principle, if once system will attain equilibrium, and if we are interested to find out direction of reaction, then how we can find out direction? So either adding material on reactant side as well as we can say that product side. So according to Le Chatelier principle, direction of reaction will be always, we can say that from higher to lower. जैसे देखो ये N2 है गैस और ये 3H2 गैस, 2 moles of ammonia gas. So this is equilibrium condition. So once this equilibrium will attain, and if you are interested to find out direction, तो चलो यदि मैंने नाइट्रोजन ऐड किया तो डायरेक्शन विल बी लेफ्ट टू राइट, और ये मैंने अमोनिया ऐड किया तो डायरेक्शन विल बी राइट टू लेफ्ट. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ कंसेप्ट विल बी गिवन बाय Le Chatelier principle. And whenever the reaction will start, here temperature of material may be either more or we can say it less. If temperature will be more, it is normally known as exothermic, and if temperature will be less, it is normally known as endothermic. In exothermic process, delta H will be, see, in case of exothermic process, so delta H will be, again we can say that negative, and in case of endothermic process, तो delta H will be, again we can say that positive here. तो delta का मतलब होता है change, delta मतलब change, H मतलब enthalpy. Clear? It means suppose if you are interested to dissolve solid particle into liquid, then here temperature is important. Clear? So similarly we are discussing in case of C, next parameter is temperature, effect of pressure. The effect of pressure, see, effect of pressure means, suppose, see, this is solution, solute plus solvent. So this one is gas and this one is liquid. If your solute particle is gas and if you are interested to dissolve this gaseous material inside proper solvent, then here we are discussing effect of pressure. Clear? The solubility of any gaseous material inside liquid can be explained with the help of Henry's law. So this is complete information of dissolution of solid as well as liquid with respect to temperature as well as pressure. Now this is solubility of gas in liquid. Now we will discuss here solubility of gas in liquid one by one. Clear? So now in case of gaseous material pressure is required. In case of gaseous material, जैसे see, for many gases dissolve in water or to dissolve only to a small extent in water. Clear? It is this dissolved O2 which sustain all aquatic life. It means whatever means O2 is present inside water, it is suitable for aquatic life. On the other hand, HCl, this is HCl is highly soluble in water. So solubility of gas in liquid is greatly affected by pressure and temperature. It means on the basis of these two parameters, solubility can be explained. The solubility of gases increases with pressure. Suppose if you are interested to increase solubility of gases, then here we have to increase means pressure. Clear? Here we can discuss solubility of O2, then after HCl inside water, and on the basis of this we can say that here gaseous material solubility depends upon pressure. For example, see, for solution of gases in solvent, consider a system as shown in figure 2.1a. So this is figure A as well as B is there. Clear? The lower part is solution and upper part is gaseous system. Here means lower part is, again we can say that solution. Clear? Lower part is solution and upper part is gaseous system, represented with the help of dots at pressure P and temperature T. Assume this system to be in state of dynamic equilibrium. What is dynamic equilibrium? Here process will never stop. Under this condition, rate of gaseous particle entering and leaving the solution phase is the same. On the basis of dynamic equilibrium, here addition of gaseous particle and removal of gaseous particle will be again remain same. Now increase in pressure over the solution phase by compressing the gas to smaller volume, that is we can say that D. Here weight is given, weight 1, 2, 3. If you are applying some weight with the help of piston, see here means figure A, distance between gaseous particle will be more, but whenever we are applying some pressure, then distance between gaseous particle will be less. Clear? So now increase the pressure over the solution phase by compressing the gas to a smaller volume. So this will increase the number of gaseous particle, clear, per unit volume over the solution, and also the rate at which the gaseous particle are striking the surface of the solution to enter it. The solubility of the gas will increase until a new equilibrium is reached, resulting in an increase in the pressure of gas above the solution, and thus its solubility increases. See, it is one of the simple method. If you are interested to increase solubility of any gaseous particle, then here whatever amount of pressure will be applied, it will be again we can say that more here. Clear? Now here figure is given, तो यहाँ देखो figure दिया हुआ है, ये piston है, ठीक है? तो now suppose if you are interested to explain solubility of gaseous particle inside water molecule, then here we are selecting Henry's law. So Henry was the first to give a quantitative relation between pressure and solubility of gas in solvent, which is known as Henry's law. Suppose if you are interested to increase solubility of gaseous particle, then in that condition we have to follow Henry's law. So what is statement of Henry's law? The law states that at constant temperature solubility of gas in liquid is directly proportional to pressure of the gas. Again I am repeating, the law states that at a constant temperature, it means if temperature will be fixed, then solubility of gas in a liquid is directly proportional to pressure of the gas. Clear? So here Dalton's law. Here Dalton's law will again come. The Dalton, a contemporary of Henry, also concluded independently that solubility of gas in liquid solution is a function of partial pressure. According to Dalton's law, here we can say that solubility of gas in liquid solution is a function of partial pressure of the gas. If we use mole fraction, it means chi. If we use mole fraction of gas in solution as a measure of its solubility, then it can be said that mole fraction of gas in solution is proportional to partial pressure of gas over the solution. Clear? According to Henry's law, P proportional to mole fraction. So partial pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of solute. And whenever proportionality symbol will be removed, here we can say that solute will come. So partial pressure of solution is equal to Kh into mole fraction of solute. Clear work? The most commonly used form of Henry's law states that here statement is given. The partial pressure of gas in vapor pressure P is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas in the solution, and it is expressed as P is equal to Kh into X. So here we can say that P is equal to and then after Kh into X. So what is Kh? Kh is Henry's law constant. What is Kh? So Kh is nothing but it is Henry's law constant, and if we draw a graph between partial pressure and mole fraction, then we should get a plot of the type as shown in figure. Here if we are plotting graph of P versus X, then straight line graph will come. Here we can say that straight line graph will come. So here in short we can say that, see, suppose if you are taking here means solution, so here means solution and this one is solute and this one is solvent, and if solute is gas and solvent is liquid, then partial pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of solute. So this one is Henry's law. Clear? This one is Henry's law. And if we are removing this proportionality symbol, here means Kh will come. So Kh is Henry constant, and value of Kh for different type of gases will be always different here. Clear? Now same topic, solubility of gas in liquid. So we know that in case of Henry's law, P is equal to Kh into X is there. Clear? So here different gases have different Kh value. Different gases have different Kh value at the same temperature. So this suggests that Kh is function of nature of gas. मतलब Kh value is directly related with respect to gas is there. Clear? Now it is obvious from P is equal to Kh into X. It is obvious from P is equal to Kh into X that higher the value of Kh at given pressure, the lower is the solubility of gas in liquid. Again I am repeating, Kh at given pressure, the lower is the solubility of gas in the liquid. If value of Kh will be more, then solubility will be less. It can be seen from Kh value that for both N2 and O2 increase with increase of temperature, indicating that the solubility of gases increases with decrease of temperature. It is due to this reason that aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water rather than in warm water, because in warm water amount of dissolved oxygen will be less. In warm water amount of dissolved oxygen will be less. In this way we can say that aquatic animals are not comfortable in hot water as well as cold water, because in both situations amount of dissolved oxygen will be less here inside water. Clear? Now we will discuss application of Henry's law. Three important application. So here, to increase the solubility of CO2 in soft drink and soda water, the bottle is sealed under high pressure. Clear? To increase the solubility of CO2 in soft drink and soda water, the bottle is sealed under high pressure. It means pressure should be more. Now scuba diver must cope with high concentration of dissolved gases while breathing. While we can say breathing air at high pressure underwater. Increased pressure increases the solubility of atmospheric gases in blood. Clear? Here we can say that increased pressure increases the solubility of atmospheric gases in blood when the divers, when we can say that divers come towards surface, the pressure gradually decreases, and this releases the dissolved gases and leads to the formation of bubbles of nitrogen in blood, which blocks capillary and create medical condition known as band, which are painful and dangerous to life. So to avoid this type of difficulty, it means band, here toxic effect of high concentration of N2 in the blood, the tank used by scuba diver are filled with air diluted with helium, 11.7% helium, 56.2% nitrogen and 32.1% oxygen. मतलब to avoid bend, here we are taking this type of mixture. Clear? Now here is third application of Henry's law. At high altitude, the partial pressure of O2 is less than that at the ground level. So this lead to low concentration of O2 in the blood and tissue of people living at high altitude or climber. The low blood oxygen causes climber to become weak and unable to think clearly. Symptoms of condition known as anoxia. So this is, we can say that, anoxia. In another way, we can say that first application in cold drink industry, second one we can say that medical purpose, and third one we can say that high altitude. Clear? So this application is important in case of 3 marks. Now we will discuss effect of temperature. The solubility of gas in liquid. Solubility of gas in liquid decreases with rise in temperature. When dissolved, the gas molecule are present in liquid phase and the process of dissolution can be considered similar to condensation. So this is condensation and heat is evolved in this process. So we have learned in the last section that dissolution process involves dynamic equilibrium. So this is dynamic equilibrium and this must follow Le-Chatelier principle. And you know what is meaning of Le-Chatelier principle? A dissolution in an exothermic process. Dissolution is, again we can say that, exothermic process. The solubility should decrease with increase of temperature. So this is complete information of Henry's law. Clear? So this one is complete information of Henry's law. But if you are interested to dissolve gas in liquid, then we have to follow Henry's law.